My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Blueprints. It is day 8. Yesterday, we discovered both the sauna and the morning room, giving us some additional resources to work with today, 20 additional steps and 2 additional gems respectively. Also, thanks to our allowance, we'll be picking up 3 gold, and then I'm going to head outside to see what's up with this fountain. So I went to the pump room and I drained the fountain in the last run. And I want to see... I drained the fountain and then I had to put some more water back into it in order to go to... yeah. In order to go to the aquarium. However, it has filled back up. Interesting. So that means the water changes that I make in the pump room are permanent. They persist from day to day. I also have a shovel in waiting, so if we get a root cellar here, I'll be all about it. Dang, we don't indeed. Hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. You know what? Yeah. I haven't gone into the hovel yet. Oh. I see a note. First off, let me look around and then I'll go, ooh. "45 rooms, antechamber sealed. There are 2 wings and 9 ranks. 2 starting rooms. 2 starting rooms. 2 starting rooms? 2 starting rooms. "9529. Coincidence. 45292, rather, coincidence. Coincidence. So that's generated from 45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 ranks, 2 starting rooms. Where's room 46? The 7th of the 5th, 1990. Tested my full house theory. No luck, as expected. Interesting. Oh! Yes! Flame number 2 has been unlocked. Okay, so you can toggle them off should you wish. Interesting. All nailed in strangely. Anything else doing? Nope, looks like the final thing in this room is definitely just that note right there, so let's get to reading. A notice of termination. Dear Mr. Revane, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon the completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage, House Manager." Now we know that Daniel Revane was fired. We do know that. We don't know, however, if it was confirmed that he stole mail. Did they ever prove that he stole mail? No. Here's the information we get on that from the mail room. Dig spot. Loom. Loom? Loom? Okay, unfortunately, a loom was not one of the the different 7 stations of the cross in the chapel inside. Alas, I would have leapt to a conclusion there were that the case. All right, let's get about our run then. Oh, the foundation is just there. It does not reset each day. It seriously means that. It does not reset each day. Interesting. I just thought the changes we made in that room, I guess, unlocking the elevator. I thought that was the only thing that wasn't going to change. Oh, 2 entrance rooms. We can enter through the fountain and then into the center of the room or into an underground area to the bottom of the foundation. And that's why it matters that there is a keycard access for an elevator there, because if we have a keycard from outside, we can access the house without even going into the entrance hall. Interesting. I wonder if part of the solution might actually be getting to the antechamber without having gone through the entrance hall. I wouldn't put it beyond them. It's probably worth noting that Spades kind of looks like the mountain outside. A little bit. Other than that, I think it's time to start forming our dungeon. It's a manor. It's a manor. It's a manor, Ryan. It's a manor. You should form it in a mannerly manner. Bedroom, guest room, storeroom. I'll let up a bedroom just to not terminate this path immediately. Yeah, that's that half-moon necklace. And this is the presumed visage of Mary? That's my guess. And yes, indeed, there is a pawn here. I don't think I'm supposed to, like, put a pawn in this rank and this rank. Sorry, a pawn in this wing, in this rank, and in this rank, and in this rank, and in this rank. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to make a chessboard on either side of the antechamber or anything like that, but, like, I'm not gonna say it's impossible. I will just say it seems unlikely and tedious. Commissary items for sale, and it costs us steps instead of gems because of our hovel outside. Corridor and spare room. Spare room, it's basically the same as the corridor right now because it's probably going to be unlocked on both sides anyhow. Observatory, yes please. Gives us the ability to move back in the other direction as well as progress our knowledge of the universe. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today, says the Southern Cross. Handy, says I. Again, I should make sure not to neglect looking around these rooms a little, just in case there is something else there for us to pick up. Laboratory going back in the other direction with experimental house features. I do like laboratory. Oh, I had the laboratory in the previous day and I left an upgrade disc yesterday that I could have used. I only just realized that. Oops. Extremely sad about that. It'll happen. And then the second thing I just realized is I also had the power access yesterday, so I totally could have come here and started flipping these switches. Gotta pipe in additional power from the boiler room. Let's look. Look, it's gonna happen. Look. Dang, but also, whatever. Could it have been slightly more optimal? Yes, but also that is probably the most progress I've made in a single day, so I'm not gonna labor over the fact that I didn't get all of the available progress. Oh, wow. Immediately. Or when I draft a red room, lose 5 steps then. Or whenever you draft an archived floor plan. And then the things those could trigger is gain 3 room for every 3 gold for every red room in your house. That means when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then gain 3 gold for every red room in your house would be hilarious. But I would have to start drafting a lot of red rooms. Set your steps to 40 or permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. I like allowance gain, I really do, but like when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then permanently add 1 gold to your allowance, is that what I want to do? Or do I do when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then get 3 gold for every red room in your house? Because then starting to draft red rooms and like terminating pathways is actually going to be super sick. I'm going to do that. Right, you can't change it while it's in progress. Otherwise, you could just go back and make it immediate. For a bunch of different triggers. Alright. Nothing else doing in this room, don't look like. Not at all. Perfect. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for a red room down in this direction. And this one allows me to continue, possibly even drafting another red room afterwards. And also, the power has now gone out in this room, which I think is actually pretty important. Because it also means that if I find the breaker room, I can turn the power back on in this room and see if, you know, this room having light is useful for us at all. That's red. No, it's not. This is a guest bedroom. That's fine. 10 additional steps, we take it. Unfortunately, the 10 additional steps is all we're going to be getting out of this room. Alas. We've managed to nullify the dark room in a position where it's not really harming us. Pretty handy. I guess the laboratory I could possibly need to go back to. Maybe with an upgrade disc, something like that. Den. 100% Den. It is Den. It is definitely Den. Grab another gem. We look around, but I don't find anything else. Is this one of the rooms that I didn't track? Yes, yes it is. You got a pawn in here, Den. I suspected that was the case. Storeroom, nook, or bunk room? Nook for a key is nice, but storeroom also has key. It's just, it makes it harder to draft red rooms whenever I, like, draft a room that doesn't have another exit. Still a rook here in the nook. Makes sense, but worth checking, because if the pieces themselves could change day after day, that'd give us a lot of information. Ooh, closet, pantry, and veranda. Veranda says greater chance of finding items in green rooms. I think we should draft this as early as we can, and then draft every green room. Because I can do that now. I don't pay gems for green... Well, actually, I've just realized I got a lot of gems and I'm never going to need them. I don't pay gems for green rooms. In fact, I don't pay gems for any special rooms. Patio! Spread gems in each green room. Oh, but the patio has the barbecue! Barbecue! Boy, boy, koi! Bebekwa! Buried below. Occasionally, you may find small mounds of dirt in certain rooms in the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. I understand that, but let me dig. Let me dig under the barbecue. Why are you telling me about those spaces rather than letting me dig about those spaces? This is exactly the room. We got this information from draining the aquarium last episode. There was an X under the barbecue, specifically under that exact where I'm pointing, in a patio propane barbecue set. There's the propane. There's the barbecue. So what is the X marks the spot here? It's not... I mean, it's got buried below written there, but I imagine there's not like an invisible dig pile that I'm supposed to be able to see. I don't really understand perfectly, unfortunately. Trying to give it a little bit of looking up in case that's what's relevant. So there was an X under the barbecue, under the patio propane set. How would I tell the game that I am suspicious of something in an area where it is not giving me an interactable? Is that even possible in a game like this? I'm just spamming E right now. I unfortunately can't tell you. Maybe you need to have the aquarium for the X marks the spot to reveal itself. Great Hall has 7 locked doors. Wow. Pantry going out of the other direction. There's a passageway, 6-step requirement, but it would open a bunch of different directions for us at the same time, including down to the foundation. I mean, I'm gonna head in here just to check. Okay, nothing spawned, but downstairs there was an not escape plan. There was an upgrade disc. Maybe there'll be an item this time for us? Elevator rod can only be hit if we have a key card. We don't have a key card, and it doesn't look like there's another item for us. Oops. Hopefully, hopefully that's a renewable resource. It would feel really bad if upgrade discs are not a renewable resource and I just screwed up. Well, thankfully the upgrades to the rooms are actually very minor. At least the ones that I've seen for the courtyard so far. In the 1 of 3 upgrade discs I've been able to redeem. Cloister. Yep, 9-step requirement. Scepter. Interesting. So the figure that held the scepter was number 7. This is related to the Cloister, then? If we agree that that's relevant. And then the other one is Maid's Quarters. So I'm more likely to find items in green rooms. Here I am in a green rooms. Where's my items? Give item. I can't even dig. I can't even get into the center. How would I dig? Oh my god. Security keycards have locked 2 of those. Mailroom. Package will be delivered here after drafting the room. Give me the closet. Give me a shovel right now. A gem that's useless and an ivory dye is just not really cutting the mustard here, buddy. Cloister is locked on those two other sides, unfortunately. I got so many dig spots. As soon as I find my, my check-in closet. Garrigi. I mean, getting 3 keys from the Garrigi is pretty nice, but, I am gonna need food. Utility closet. Breaker box. I don't have the security room, but the dark room is spawned. So, because I don't have the security room, I can't... Oh, thank you. Because I don't have the security room, I can't turn the keycard entry system off because it won't help us. But I will turn the lights on for the dark room. Okay, turn them off for the gymnasium, and then when I walk in, I won't have to work out. I feel like I'm squandering a lot of my day. Great Hall, Archives, and the pool. I'm gonna take the pool. Adding those other drafts to the set, because those have been useful in the past. And then see if I can draft my way... Oh, boy. Back down to the entrance hall. I'm going to take the parlor. Parlor is just additional gems. I don't need gems. Weight room's not really going to be helpful either, though. Just give me the archives. It's another red room. Bunch more coins. Now, I did want to go to the archives to check the bottom drawer of one of the filing cabinets. Again, this is from information that I got by draining the aquarium yesterday. But I also don't have good reason to believe that that would even be relevant yet. Is there any additional information here that was not previous? No. These are all of the pages we've read previously. Good, good, good. Yep. This whole bottom drawer tactic. Nope. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm seriously running out of steps here. We're gonna have like a very short both day and episode, it looks like. Thankfully going into the bedroom there gave us 2 additional steps. Okay, so we have Herbert S. Sinclair holding a camera, pointing it towards... Well, I guess this is a picture being taken of Herbert Sinclair taking a picture. That's the device that he was using. Is that a picture-taking device? I mean, it is in the picture, so I have to presume... Oh, no, he was pointing this at a mirror. And he was taking a photo of himself in the bathroom, it looks like. That looks like a tub behind you. Interesting. We have 2 of the maids of the house, one of whom is holding a broom. The other is holding a feather duster. Feather duster not relevant necessarily. It looks like they are in one of the green rooms. Same picture, the same 2 maids. Ah, this one's in much sharper quality. Doesn't really give us additional tail that we didn't have previously, though. And again. You? Who are you? I'm not going to write a passage about all of the information that I can see in here, so that's why when I'm encountering a picture, I'm going to be taking a screenshot. Ah, this is the device that was being held. You can see both sides. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's the camera and that he was just in front of a mirror. Oh, it was just a straight up gem there. Cool. Ooh. There's a love heart on the tree in the orchard. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said that the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. He said that the last development was too dark. He wants another one of her ladyship and also the enclosed photograph. Is it perhaps that this photo is too dark? As in, if I brightened this photo up, I would get some additional detail? Not certain. I guess I imagine this to be the late Lady Clara Epson. If HS has been saying there need to be additional prints in honor of her ladyship in the rooms in the West Wing. And this suggests that the orchard outside was shared by Herbert S. Sinclair as well as Lady Epson. Oh! Hello, written text I can't read because I don't have a magnifying glass with me at the moment. Ooh. Oh, that's really confounding. I wish I had a magnifying glass. Same for what seems like a word here in the love heart. Be very useful, alas. Why were they trying to resolve that photo so many times? Curious. Brief overview, just in case there's anything else in the room that I've been missing so far. Doesn't look like it. Neat. Yep. Yeah, this one's gonna be a pretty early day, unfortunately. Even though I had 20 additional full steps, I basically spent all of them drafting these places, hoping that I was going to be able to get enough money and food in order to refill my tummy. But alas, I may have overspent on that resource. It'll happen. We got to do a little bit today. We got to learn what happens in the dark room when it is lit up. We got to visit the hovel for the first time. We also got to visit the veranda and patio for the first time. We got to see in the patio that despite the fact that we have information about things, maybe the aquarium needs to be spawned for the X marks the spots that it dictates to actually X mark spots. We also saw the Cloister for the first time and saw that the Foundation is going to remain. Kimberly Thompson of Cinca Labs. Yes. I imagine that is probably the person that we saw in the portrait wearing glasses in this room. Oh, the day ran out. I knew that was going to happen. You've used all your footsteps and you now have to call it a day. Unfortunately, I can't confirm for you that the next day is not going to be a 2-hour run. And so, as has been the history of this series, each day is going to be a new episode. So despite the fact that this is just over 30 minutes at the moment, that is where we're going to leave it for today at Mount Holly's charming cottage. New rooms, total of 4 of them found. We'll exit, we'll save, we'll continue, and we'll deliver an outro along the lines of My Name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Blueprints. Top left is the series playlist for all my content of the Game Pass, present and future YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past the names of the people who are generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. At or above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Mom. So hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time. It'll be like that.